Good afternoon and welcome to the 81st Annual Pennsylvania State Laurel Festival Parade. I'm here with my good friend Tim McBride on another beautiful day. 81 years, Tim. We're getting close to a century. We are getting close to you think we're going to make it?
I'm spellbound. 81 years?
Well,
I'm
do
feeling
the math. 81 years. Many more years do we have to do this to make it to 100?
I don't know, but you're propping me up right now. So, yeah, it's good to be back with you. It's good to be here with Blue Ridge Channel 13.
That's right.
And somebody asked me, what's that BRC? And I said, Blue Ridge Cable 13.
Right. That's what it says on the microphone, right?
Yep.
So we got a great crew here with us this afternoon. And as always, we've set up and ready to roll. I think, Tim, looking at this crowd, I mean, it just disappears down this street, all 4 or 5, 6 blocks down to the other main intersection on Route 6. So I'd say we have a great crowd today, despite the fact that we had some rain yesterday.
Yes, and we've been in the festival mood on the green, just be on the other side of us right now.
That's right, that's right.
The food has been being put out. People are just raving about it. And now they're going to have their bellies full and watch a wonderful parade.
That's right. Well, it sounds like the parade has been launched. That's going to take a little while to get here, but we will be back in between, and then we will be here to introduce everybody coming through the parade. So stick around. We'll be back at you in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Whether you're one of our regulars, a first-time buyer, or visiting from out of town, CS Sports Cycle and Ski Shop in Wellsboro is dedicated to help you play outside all year long. We carry top brand name bicycles assembled and ready to go, along with a large selection of parts, accessories, clothing, electronics, fun add-ons, and our free knowledge to assist you. If it has wheels, we'll work on it, servicing all makes and models, assuring a quick turnaround time on most repairs to get you back outdoors. CS Sports on Main Street in Wellsboro, serving all your cycling needs.
For more than 50 years, you've counted on Huffman's Office Equipment for a full menu of products and services, including Hahn Office Furniture. And you can get that same great service and so much more at our extensive website, Hoffmans.com. Click through the easy-to-use pages to look at the quality, value, and style made to fit any space. Shop from the comforts of your own home and know that you can buy, rent, or lease Hahn Office Furniture and get free delivery from Huffman's Office Equipment. Huffman's, your one-stop shop for Hahn and much more at Hoffmans.com.
Welcome back to the 81st Annual Laurel, what are we doing, Todd? 81st Annual Pennsylvania State Laurel Festival Parade. That's a mouthful. Boy, I messed that one up good time, didn't I? Anyway, I'm here with my good friend Todd Crum. And Todd, do you remember how many of these parades you've gone to?
I've been coming here every year to this. I don't miss anything at all, Ken.
That's right. I can remember being here many, many years ago when you were a much younger man, dancing out in the streets with all the music going on, right? Are you looking forward to a good parade?
Oh, yeah. There's a nice, beautiful day downtown here in
Oh,
Wellsboro like that.
that's right. So we're looking for a great crowd. We already got the crowd here. We're looking for a really good parade to come through any time now. So thanks for joining us, Todd.
Yeah.
And we'll all be back. Tim's got a couple people down there to talk to.
Okay.
And then we'll be back with the parade.
Okay. Thank you.
Cycle season. We know you're ready. And at CS Sports, we're ready too. Around town, or in the country, on the road, or on the trail. With the best bike and e-bike brands in the business. Plus the ultimate in apparel, accessories, and expert repair and maintenance. Because at CS Sports, it's all about the ride. CS Sports, Main Street, Wellsboro.
Here we are, 81 years. That's not my age. We're on for the 81st Laurel Festival Parade. And I was wandering through the crowd, and these ladies offered me some candy. I said, it's time to pay back. I took the candy, And now we're going to introduce the Candy Ladies.
Mabel.
Arlene.
Oh, we're going to add another one
Oh,
right here.
Brenda.
We want to get Grandma. Is this Grandma? Smile for Grandma, would you? All right. That's sweet. Thank you. And Grandpap, he's up at the end. Is that your Grandpap? He's been here 81 years, but don't tell him. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, we'll see you later.
For more than 50 years, you've counted on Huffman's office equipment for a full menu of products and services, including Hahn Office Furniture. And you can get that same great service and so much more at our extensive website, Hoffmans.com. Click through the easy-to-use pages to look at the quality, value, and style made to fit any space. Shop from the comforts of your own home and know that you can buy, rent, or lease Hahn Office Furniture and get free delivery from Huffman's Office Equipment. Huffman's, your one-stop shop for Hahn and much more at Hoffmans.com.
Okay, Tim, we are back, and I see the balloon cart coming up the street, and down in the distance, it is the beginning of the parade. So they should be coming right in front of us here, probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Who do we have coming up first? We'll get ahead of the game, huh?
Oh,
we've got the balloon guys in camera now. So.
Yeah, and they look like they have a pretty generic offering this year. If you remember last year,
yeah,
other years.
I see Winnie the Pooh and a few of the harmless characters, right? So that's what we're dealing with this year, and a couple aliens on there.
Yeah, there's aliens everywhere, you know.
We've got a great crowd here, Tim, looking down the street here through the cameras. Just what a great turnout. Can't complain about that. As I said earlier, we did have some rain the past day and through the week, but we needed it, so we didn't want to chase it away. But here I see coming into view, we've got Wellsboro Chief of Police Jim Bodine all the way down there making his way towards us. It's going to be a little while before he gets right next to the booth. So
yeah, he's probably having a meeting with Mayor John Wheeler and Masters of Ceremonies Chief Bodine.
They got some fancy vehicles nowadays for the police cars, that's for sure. And they do light up the streets, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes,
a good-looking crowd on screen there now. Everybody's enjoying the sunshine as I'm hiding from it here underneath my umbrella because I don't want to be a lobster for our event later on when we will be going to the Queen coronation this evening. So that's when we choose the Pennsylvania State Laurel Queen for this year, and we will be seeing them in the parade. Did you get all their names figured out, Tim?
Yes, I did. I sat in the woods yesterday and practiced, and I had a few critters come up to me like, "What are you doing here?" And it worked out. They didn't argue with me. Let's just put it that way.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'll have to practice a little bit before I go over there this afternoon. But I went through the list, and it seemed to be pretty easy this year. So, more shots of our crowd here anticipating. And as the police are breaking through on Central Avenue, and they are in our block just about now. Beautiful flag hanging from the, what are they? Buckets down at the end of the street. I think we've got a shot of that. Who's following the police chief, Jim Bodine?
I'll tell you, it's the First Pennsylvania Rifles Company, the Bucktails, and under the direction of Jim Young. Little side story is I got a message from a guy that I've known 10, 12, 14 years. He's a real reenactor. And Cogburn Chisholm Hastings is the name he goes by, and he is a bucktail, and it's in recognition of his forefathers, which, if I'm correct, he lives in his great-great-grandfather's home, who was a bucktail, down around Elysburg, Pennsylvania.
Wow, so original bucktail, huh?
Yeah, so he's an old bucktail, and we keep in touch quite a bit, and he always is posting things on what the bucktails are doing, and this is a big part of these members' lives is coming out here.
Yeah, and what a great shot there of the bucktail of it.
Yep, we're all standing for the colors.
Okay, everybody rise. Of course, the candy begins, doesn't it?
Yep, and that's where it should start, right on the get-go.
Of course, they never quite reach up here. What a great looking group that is. Got to give the young ones credit keeping the tradition going. We've got some young ones in there. Good age range. And coming up behind them, Tim, is the Wellsboro Area Marching Band.
Yes, we're proud of this band. They participate not only in all the events, or most of the events, they also participate in all kinds of extra activities in the town. And one of the reasons is they're co-directed by Morgan Schaefer, who is a Wellsboro High School alumni.
Well, there you go.
And the band director is Dan Sensing, and the band has over 60 active instrumentalists, 10 band front members, grades 7 to 12. And they also perform in the concert band, jazz ensemble, marching hornet band, and the parade band. And it's an honor to see them every year for this parade. Let's take a listen.
Now, I take it behind them is the Wellsboro Band alumni.
That's a pretty cool thing to have in your town.
They're cheering on their alma mater. We welcome for the first time the Wellsboro High School Band alumni, and it's comprised of former band students. They march to support high school music programs. And that is important to keep in our schools, Tim.
That it is.
No candy. They're just keeping the band moving.
That's good, because we're looking for a dignitary coming up soon.
That's right. Is that him in this good-looking Camaro here?
Well, I see reflections on the windshield, so I can't give you 100% on that. But yeah, he throws candy like Matt Baker.
Does he?
Yeah.
And Matt, I don't think Matt's ever missed a parade either, has he?
No, Matt's always been in the parade. And now Matt is he's the director of the Department of Health and Human Services, Region 3. He's a former member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, and he's in charge of the Office of Intergovernmental and External Affairs for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Matt and his wife Brenda reside in Wellsboro, and Matt's driven by Mark Rice.
There you go.
He's a local celebrity.
Yes.
Also, and it's a 2015 Chevy Camaro, and we won't hold that against him. And it's owned by John Lundgren.
Well, hey, if I got a chance to drive that in the parade, I wouldn't turn it down either, right?
Yeah, I don't see any vote for me signs on that vehicle.
Well, hey.
They'll be coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Coming up behind him is the Pennsylvania State Representative Clint Allett. In his personal vehicle, he's got a cool vehicle, and Representative Allett is the 68th Legislative District Representative serving parts of Bradford, Tioga, and Potter counties. And let me tell you, Clint does a great job. He is there for the people of the counties. I've worked a lot with him, and he is always a great advocate for us and spends a lot of time down in Harrisburg fighting for the cause, for the people, right? So it's a nice-looking Jeep there. Clint Allett driving with his family in there joining him.
Yeah, we have a little gap here already for the next unit, and I'll give you a Clint Allett story.
Okay.
He was one of our Little League All-Stars, couple years back. I don't want to date the man. But anyways, when he was in the run for the position, we were together one evening at a fundraising thing, and I said to him, I said, congratulations for choosing to take this kind of a job on. I says, can you still catch a fly ball? He says, yeah. I said, that's good, because if you become a representative, you're going to get curved balls from everywhere.
That's right. And boy, I tell you, and what's he been there in a couple of years, or a few terms now already. So, it ages you fast sometimes, but he's been hanging in there, still looking young as ever. So
he puts Tioga County and parts of Bradford County that he represents. He puts them right on the map in Harrisburg. There's days you can turn television on, and he's in charge of something more.
Yeah.
So we're fortunate, and we're also fortunate to know him.
We've got another, looks like batons, and I'm not sure.
It's the Force.
But where are they listed, Tim?
Oh, they're here. They're number 9.
Oh, okay.
The Force.
There you go. The Force Drummond Baton Corps alumni and friends, right? What about them, Tim?
Well, you're never too young to, dust your old baton off and come out and see everybody.
That's
and
right.
It's great. This was many years ago. Janine Stone started the Drummond Baton Corps in the Wellsboro High School. Originally names were the Honeybees, made up of hardworking, respectful, and dedicated students with the support of their families. This group changed their name to the Force, moving on to regional, national, and world competitions. They regularly won high honors in first place at nationals with comprehensive production, including revolving set and car and beauty shops. And as in life, all good things come to an end, and the group disbanded. This reunion to commemorate some of the best times of their young lives.
Well, I tell you what, they're having a good time, Tim, and I tell you what, with all that twirling and throwing up in the air, I haven't seen one hit the ground yet. And everybody's got a cool Jeep in the parade. Makes mine look rough. Tell you what, those girls are doing a good job.
Yes, they do. Well, if you knew Janine Stone, you wouldn't expect anything less. She was a taskmaster.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And her son, I'm going to say he was a linebacker. No, he was a center for the Kansas City Chiefs. And originally from the Lawrenceville area, kind of put this place on the map for a little while.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a nice show they put on there. Now they're all in a nice straight line. We've got a classic Mustang coming our way. What year is that? That is a vehicle owned by, it doesn't say what year it is. What are you guessing?
Oh, geez, I have one like that.
They change around so much all the time.
It's under a tarp, and
now I'm not sure who does it say, because we were supposed to have somebody else in here, and I don't think that is Eric. Oh, this is still part of the alumni. There you go. That's why we're confused. This is the end of the Force.
Yep.
There you go. Good job, guys, girls.
I'll get the next vehicle. It's the Baton Corps 4x4.
There you go. The Force Baton Corps.
Yeah, XP 900.
There you go.
And look what they have in the back, just in case.
Yeah, that's a wheelchair.
Yeah.
They planned ahead just in case. Okay, now we've got, what do we got coming up here? And it is Commissioner Eric Coolidge. Do you see him in there? No, this is the Queen coordinators.
Yes.
Good thing we know our people here, Tim, because I don't know where they popped in.
That's a good point.
But they are also in a very cool Jeep.
And then we should be seeing Pat Dean, Deb Miller, Tara Gooden, and Jenna Miller.
Yeah, yep, I see all four of them in there.
Yeah, and this should be And we'll just make sure it is, but it should be a Jeep owned by Chris and Lisa Bull of Wellsboro.
Well, you found the page, huh?
Well, I did, and I could go off script. You know, Chris has Wellsboro rental, so, you know, maybe he could rent us that Jeep. We could take it out for a little run.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean. I don't think that's seen a lot of dirt. But the girls are all getting the sunshine, and it's decorated with flowers, so very cool vehicle. And we've got the Wizard of Oz coming our way. I think that's the theme this year, isn't it? Classic films?
Classic films.
And where is the page on that, Tim?
Well, see if this is Charlie Messina pulling them.
The truck looks like Charlie's truck.
It does look like Charlie's truck.
So did we get more changes already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's figure out this one first, right? I would have to imagine this is our 2022 Laurel Queen.
I believe you're correct.
And she is back again for... He's going to toss me candy. He's going to toss me candy.
It's Charlie.
A bad catch, Tim. So we've got our 2022 Laurel Queen. And I'm still lost on the pages. Regina, I know, is her first name.
And her middle name is Laurel.
That's ironic.
That is.
All right, now we're catching up to some of the pages here. Oh, I see where the Queen coordinators were, and I missed that, and it was right in front of my face. Now we've got Eric Coolidge. He is in a much newer Mustang. And Eric is in his last year of service. He's driven by Maria Frank of Wellsboro in a vehicle owned by Sheila's personal car care home. We're getting nailed with candy.
I don't think it's funny that he's sponsored by a personal care home.
Yeah, when he's retiring.
When
right?
he's retiring.
Yeah. Now this is Mark Hamilton. He is another commissioner,
yeah.
Current commissioner, and he is riding in. What is Mark in? He is in a 1964 Dodge Dart owned by Mark Wood and driven by Wyatt Wood of Wellsboro. That's a nice classic-looking car. And Mark always dressed in his patriotic shirt.
Yes.
Tossing candy.
That shirt's been around a while.
That's right, it is. And again, another nice classic car that he is sitting in, and they all have their tops down on this beautiful day. Now we've got a band coming our way.
Yeah, that's the Upper Schuylkill Marching Band. It's pride of the coal region. Upper Schuylkill Marching Band.
And they're marching, Tim.
Traces their history back to 1916. Directed by Everett Hayes. Recently performed at both Salute Israel and Columbus Day parades in New York City.
That's quite a band. And representing Tioga County 911, it is Doug Wicks, Emergency Management Coordinator, and Marty Shabosky of Wellsboro. Very important. And Jim, this is a Jeep-themed parade. Tim, why did I call you Jim?
Jim? That's all right. My middle name's James.
That's right.
You can.
That's what I knew.
There are no mistakes.
Yeah, I'm looking at too many different things here. Who do we have coming up here?
We should have Renata Steele, news
yes.
director at WENY in Corning, New York. Remember them? This is home.
That's
and
right.
Returns for another year as Queen Judge. She's driven by Samantha Shaw of Wellsboro.
That's right. You did ask me the other night who was in the judges, and she is one of them coming back. So
yep.
I thought that was the case.
Oh, she's taking a video.
She's taking video of us taking video of her.
That's nice.
We have another judge coming our way.
We do. And that's Judge Jacob Michaels, radio personality and a long-time tenured Laurel Festival Queen Judge.
Yes, he's been around for a while.
He's been here longer than you and I.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe 82 years.
I think they've only changed a couple judges since I've been working with the Queen coordination.
I think it adds to the authenticity of the program and the Laurel Festival.
That's right.
And, you know, there's a lot to say for consistency.
He's being driven in what? We don't know. It's a Corvette.
That's why we didn't know it's not a Jeep.
That's right. And like I said, everybody's got the convenience of a convertible. He's got to sit on the trunk on that thing.
I'm sure there were people that took their first Corvette rides and they said, "Oh, how many can you get in here?"
That's right. Not too many.
Not too many.
What do we have coming up here? Non-competing queens in truck. Oh, it's Nina Coolidge of the 2022 Tioga County Fair, Queen First Alternative. Nina is the daughter of Lance and Stacy Coolidge of Wellsboro, PA. She is a 2020 graduate of Wellsboro High School and is heading into her junior year at Penn State. Good for her, university, where she is majoring in agricultural and extension education. On campus, she's the treasurer of the PSU FFA alumni and supporters and a member of Block and Bridle. Nina plans on becoming a high school agricultural teacher when she graduates. Good for her. Darby Stetter is the 2022 Tioga County Fair Queen, and Darby is the daughter of Mitch and Robin Stetter of Liberty, PA. She is a 2023 graduate of North Penn Liberty and will start a degree in biochemistry in the fall at York College of Pennsylvania. That makes sense. She will be a member of the volleyball team and a STEM scholar. Nina and Darby would like to invite everyone to this year's Tioga County Fair from August 7th through the 12th. Thank you, guys. We will be there.
Okay, you can take a drink now.
Okay, thank you. That was a mouthful.
Coming into view is the Wind Gap Blue Eagles Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps. Originally formed in 1948. They enjoyed great success during the 1960s, winning numerous titles on the DCA circuit. In '92, the Corps regrouped as a parade corps for Wind Gap Centennial and has been going strong ever since. The Blue Eagles organization is sponsored by the Rosetta American Legion and Bangor VFW, comprised of volunteers ages 10 to 80. They keep that old-fashioned, patriotic drum and bugle corps sound.
That they do, Tim.
10 to 80.
Nothing like brass and drums. Now we got a collector's item coming up here, a collector's Jeep after all these fancy ones. Who is this? According to the sheet here, it is local celebrity Shane Nickerson, mayor of Blossburg. He's joining us today. I think this is the first time we've seen Shane here.
It's time to get him into the center of the county.
That's right. Shane is currently running for Tioga County Commissioner, and that is a classic Jeep right there. That's the kind of Jeep you got to have. You don't care about what happens to it, and you take it out in all kinds of mud and fun.
Yeah.
And they're squeezing them in there, that's for sure. He's pleasing the crowd with candy. And they're ignoring us, Tim.
Yeah.
We've got enough candy as it is. Guess a fire truck's coming our way.
We have one. Well, Wellsboro's own fire department, Chief Lonnie Campbell, originally founded in 1860 as a consortium of small competing hose companies with a reorganization in 1929. So its current Department 1, Firetown, USA, has over 20 units in service to the community. Good old Firetown, USA.
Yeah, they've got the equipment, that's for sure. They are way ahead of a lot of the different small community fire companies and the larger ones as well.
Yep.
We got the gang in here, all smiles.
Small competing hose companies with a reorganization in 1929 to its current Department 1, Firetown, USA, has over 20 units in service to the community.
Who do we have coming up? We got another float coming up, but there's still a fire truck on its way.
Yeah, and a military vehicle behind that.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list. That's a classic. That's the kind you used to see in MASH, right?
I think you're correct.
They got them gleaming for the parade, that's for sure. They always have those things shined up nice.
Oh yeah, that's a good learning experience for the junior fire company.
Yep. And it's important to keep the equipment clean. Now again, here is a classic Armored Jeep. But I don't see them anywhere, do you?
No, I don't.
They just snuck in for the heck of it. Good looking Jeep though. We've got another one that's pulling a professional float.
Yes, and that's sponsored by Truck Light here in Wellsboro, pulled by Darren Bryant. And this one's called Singing in the Rain. And I know you can see the design on the back of it.
Yep.
That matches what I have, so we're on schedule. This benefits Haven of Tioga County. It's designed by Michelle Sotoli, and a second professional float includes Miss Austin, Savannah Horton, Miss Blue Ridge, Libby Zink, Miss Bucktail, Haley Burrows, Miss Cameron County, Kendall Hostetler, Miss Canton, Camellia McRoberts, and Miss Central Mountain, Kelsey Burrows.
Well, there you go. I got to remember those names later on to pronounce them correctly. And they are doing the professional wave.
Yes, they are.
IREAM Motor Corps, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Directed by Michael Hawk and coming from Trucksville, PA. The IREAM Motor Corps are a part of uniform units of the IREAM Shrine consisting of 4 separate divisions. They perform frequently in Scranton St. Patrick's Day Parade, the Kingston Memorial Day Parade, and Veterans Day Parade, and of course our Laurel Festival Parade. So some good looking bikes right there. It's a nice thing to be sitting back on to cruise through the parade.
Sure. We mentioned, I believe it's Miss Bucktail. It appeared earlier today that all their family had red T-shirts on. Congratulations, Miss Bucktail.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Got some real spirit behind that deal.
That's right. We've got another float coming our way, Tim.
Well, this one's designed by the Wellsboro High School Future Farmers of America. We welcome Miss Coudersport, Manny Goodrich, Miss Kawaneski Valley, Jenna Quick, Miss Fairfield, Elizabeth Hall, Miss Jersey Shore, Kiera Byerly, and Miss Millville, Kelsey Iyer. Trevor Adams, owner of Nestor Service Center, is driving.
That's right. We got it right this time. It is
Thank you.
Trevor with his buddy in the back.
Thank
Enjoying
you.
the parade.
Oh, yes, we have to mention thank you, Wellsboro Rotary and KC 101 for sponsoring this float.
The puppy. Okay. Uh-oh, Tim, look what we got coming our way. I can see him, not yet in the camera.
I love this group.
Now the girls doing their professional waves.
Well, Ken, you and I have been here so long that these guys used to march.
Yeah.
And that's not a slam, because they're excellent musicians.
It's just that they got smart as they got older, right, Tim?
That's true.
That is right. They are the Hitmen. Brass band unit director David Martin. The Hitmen were founded in 2002 by World Drum Corps and Buglers Hall of Fame member David Martin. The group consists of 9 of the finest incarcerated marching musicians in the history of the New York State Department of Corrections. They perform all over the U.S. and Canada with recent performances at Rikers Island, Allenwood, Sing Sing, Auburn Prison, and a special return engagement at the San Quentin Federal Penitentiary. The Hitmen are a 5-time World Drum Corps Brass Ensemble. They are going to blast me out here in a second. They're champions and also hold the record in the Guinness Book of World Records for manufacturing 14,106 license plates in a 12-hour shift. They always brag that one. The Hitmen would like to thank the Laurel Festival Committee for inviting them, the people of Wellsboro for their hospitality, and the New York State Department of Corrections for permission to perform.
Very good job there, Ken.
Hey, that was a mouthful.
Catch your breath.
Yep.
I'll take the next one. We have the DCNR Bureau of Forestry. That's all I'm going to say. If you can't figure this one out on television, you're in trouble.
Well, the band is still kicking into gear there. And Smokey's going to start getting up and dancing.
Well, Smokey's under direction of Brian Plume. Smokey's message is centered on wildfire prevention. Remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
That's
Smokey is celebrating his 75th birthday this year. Holy cow, he's almost my age.
And he's almost as old as the parade.
Yeah. Well, that's enough of this old stuff.
Yeah, start thinking about the youngs.
Yeah.
Let's see, DCNR, that was them. And who do we have coming our way?
Well, we should have.
Middlebury.
Yeah, we should have the Cedar Mountain Wildfire Crew from the Bureau of Forestry. They trained wildfire responses in Tioga County area. And I think those were the guys in the yellow that were last.
Oh, okay.
In the view. Yep, pretty sure. Smokey was here earlier this week for Children's Fair, and everybody, all these little kids got their picture taken with Mokey.
Oh, really?
Mokey the bear.
Mokey the bear.
Yeah, everybody loves Smokey.
This is still the Middlebury Fire Company. Once again, everybody gleaming for the parade. I see a classic coming our way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the Denny Colgroves. Do you know what it is?
I see it on the paper. Do you know what it is?
Oh, yeah. True story. Denny does excellent work in restoring vehicles.
Yeah,
and he had this one in the parade last year, and it's a 57 International Harvester Rescue Truck. Originally, it was purchased by the city of New Orleans with a federal match grant, lovingly restored and housed in Wellsboro.
That's a good-looking vehicle there. We'll see it on the... There you go.
No Bayou jokes.
You don't see him like that anymore.
No.
And he is the amateur radio announcer as well, apparently. We did see a note on him somewhere. And the notes are two piled up.
Okay, on our fourth Queen's float, this one is Snow White, designed by Tanya Cool and created by local Girl Scouts. Pulled by Dustin Benedict, his float carries Miss Montgomery, Gabrielle Seagraves, Miss Montoursville, Melody Rasosowski, Miss Mount Carmel, Morgan Collada, Miss Muncie, Alyssa Weigel, Miss New Covenant, Esther Allen, and Miss North Penn Liberty, Jacqueline Nelson. Thank you, Wellsboro Electric and Northern Pennsylvania Regional College for sponsoring that float.
Oh, thank you so much. That was a nice float. We got a boat coming our way now.
Yep. You know who that dude is, the big dude?
Bobber. Bobber, that's
Remember
right.
Bobber?
That's right. And Bobber.
And there's Matt West, the Eagle guy.
That's right. If you want to know about Eagles, you ask Matt West.
Yep.
Yeah, Bobber is throwing some type of a frisbee to the kids. Bobber's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's the guy in front of Bobber that's taking to go.
All right, here we go.
We got some entertainment coming our way now.
Oh, yeah. I love this group. Downbeat Percussion first appeared here in 2013 at the Jordan Memorial Day Parade. Downbeat Percussion has now expanded to performing across New York, Upper Pennsylvania, and even in Canada. The official drum line of the Buffalo Bills. They will be performing on the green right beside us after the parade. They are a high energy, outstanding group.
Yes, they are. They are all over the place. I've seen them in a few different parades already this year. These guys love to perform.
Yeah, I happened to be in the audience when the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills the other year, and I was more excited, other than that win, was seeing the band that comes to Wellsboro. And at that presentation, they had about 10 times as many players.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're big.
That's a good way to get your energy going.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to figure they've already walked a couple miles.
Yeah.
So-
Did you hear that crowd?
Yes.
Wow.
We got another float coming up our way.
Yeah, this is sponsored by the Lions Club and Fulton Bank and driven by Parade Marshal Becca Charles. This is Mary Poppins, theme
Mary
designed by Tara Gordon and Brent Miller, and welcomes Breanne Johnson, Miss North Penn Mansfield, Olivia Schott, Miss Port Allegheny, Kaylee Swanson, Miss Smethport, Adeline Dawes, Miss St. John Newman, and Catherine West, Miss Tawanda. Did we have a malfunction there?
Where?
Where you were adjusting?
Nope, I am good. Did you get everybody there?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I'll be seeing these young ladies in a little while as we find out who is the 2023 Laurel Queen. Tioga County FFA alumni coming our way.
Yeah, I have. As you get to announce them, I have a note. It says 6 tractors, stay together. They didn't even say stay together, please. Just stay together.
Stay together.
I don't think that was meant for you and I.
And they are doing a good job of it. Tioga County FFA Alumni and Supporters is a nonprofit organization founded in 2016, made up of former FFA members from all over and those who support the FFA. They support both the Kalineski Valley and the Grand Canyon FFA chapters in a broad range of activities and scholarships. They are committed to supporting agricultural growth in our youth. That's important. And producing the next generation of leaders, business owners, and community members. Meetings are held the second Thursday of every month. If you would like more information on joining, please visit their Facebook page. And the tractors are staying together. I don't know what the tractors are and who is driving them. We don't have that information.
Well,
yet.
that's okay. They're all red. Means they're farm-alls.
Yeah, they're farm-alls.
A couple are shined up.
And they're running, and that's what counts.
That's right.
And I'm sure they're still being used in the field. So,
I get excited when the kids have different schools drive your tractor to school day. Seriously, it's like, this is just absolutely wonderful.
Yep.
And out in Wyoming, where I visit occasionally, they have ride your tractor or ride your horse to school day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the rule is that if the principal, it's in the principal guidelines, if you ride your horse to school, he has to take care of it during the day. True story. That's a true story.
That's the way to be. That's the good old days.
Little Western lore.
Southern Tioga Marching Band. Can you take this one, Tim?
I can.
Are you ready?
No, I'm still on staying together with the tractors.
Okay.
Yes, I am ready.
You got it.
I love this band too. I keep saying that, but I think the resurgence of bands in the last couple of years have been phenomenal in our county. Southern Tioga Marching Band brings students from Mansfield, Blossburg, and Liberty, a growing organization to welcome them back to the Laurel Festival. Directed by John Ruth, they perform annually at the Tournament of Bands and the Tournament Indoor Association for Indoor Guard and Drumline. Join us at the Tioga County Tournament of Bands in Wellsboro on Saturday, October 7th.
There you go.
It's something to put down in your planner.
That's right.
These kids put a lot of work in it.
We do have a little bit of a break here. I want to quickly mention that today's parade will be replaying on Channel 13 and 113, 7 p.m. this evening. And then also it will be on again next Saturday at 2 p.m. So put that on your calendar. Even though you might be enjoying it live right now, you want to tune in and watch it again, you can watch it tonight at 7 p.m. and on next Saturday at 2 p.m. We got them coming in. This is the last Queen float from what I understand.
All right. This is sponsored by America Health and CNN Bank. Our last Queen's float was designed by the Wellsboro Area Youth Soccer Board of Directors, Tara and Dave Gordon, Tim Morey, and Joe Benjamin. Welcome, Miss Troy Gabrielle Lathrop, Miss Warrior Run Emma
Podobinski. I know that one.
You know that one?
Yeah, Podobinski.
No, help me, thank you. And Miss Wellsboro Piper Boyce, Miss Williamson Lena Lewis, and Miss Wyalusing Valley Elena Jennings.
There you go. Now, I've gone through these names quite a few times over the past couple of days, and I don't even remember any of them.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I'll have it figured out in the next couple hours. Now we've got an interesting float coming our way.
Well, this one should be the rotary float. It is a rotary float.
They do get very creative.
Yeah, I have to get a few photos.
The Wellsboro Rotary Club has been serving the people of Wellsboro and its surrounding area since 1926 and recognizes local high school students for their achievement in academics, sports, and the arts. Rotary Youth Exchange is an international student exchange program for high school students to spend an academic year studying abroad. Their float is Grit and Mirrors. I recognize some of the faces on there. There's always a need for host families for our incoming exchange students. If that is something you would be interested in, please contact any member of our local club or through the club website. Grit and Mirrors celebrates a local documentary of Catherine Kitty Morin. Now that's one that Gail Largy just put together. There you go. That's why I recognize that name. Gail Largy is our local documentarian, recently released this film, and the Wellsboro High School students did the artwork of the Arcadia Theater as the backdrop for this float, and a good job they did, Tim.
Yes, sir, they did.
Now here comes some more batons and one heck of a big band.
This is a big one.
Corning Painted Post Hawks Marching Band. A big band and not much to say about them. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, I have a list of each student's name.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but
good for you.
We'd be here all night.
Start reading them.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. Welcome back, Hawks Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Joseph Stork and Donald Allen. The competition-level band has performed their magical music worldwide. Most recently, the Hawks performed at the 2023 Cherry Blossom Parade in Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's impressive. Let's take a listen because they're on top of us now. I've even got the dog going. Okay, who's coming our way now?
Well, little support golf cart for the band.
That's right. And then we got some pretty classic looking Jeep here. I think we're off a little bit. I don't know who this is. It's a street rod. It's a reconditioned Jeep.
You got Wellsboro baseball players in the back with their beautiful green hats.
Well, then that must be on there somewhere. We've got quite a break going on here now, Tim. We've got a little bit of a gap in the parade.
Well, what'd you see on the green that caught your eye?
Everything, especially the food. Just usually up. We're getting photoed. We're getting photoed, Tim, and he's got you leaning up. There's a great crowd here.
Yeah, he's winning that photo contest.
With both of us on there.
Yeah, we have a thing going that I take his photo when he's not looking. He takes mine, and we try to embarrass each other.
All right. Well, we have another break here. I do want to remind you once again, if you are you want to see the parade again, it will be airing tonight on 13 and 113 at 7 p.m. and then again next Saturday at 2 p.m. So, and if you missed any part of it, you can make sure you see the whole thing. And if you want to see it again, because there's a lot to take in here today, Tim.
Yes, there is. You know what I'd like to see?
What would you like to see?
One of those Amish donuts in the back street of Pearl Street. Couldn't get near it.
Oh, no?
When I went by. Nope, couldn't get near it.
I understand that was one of the biggest problems this afternoon or earlier today was even getting near the food, whatever it was you wanted. I got lucky. My sister was standing in line at the sausage place and called me and said, "Do you want a sandwich?" And I said, "Yes, please." So.
And Timmy B, he was right there.
Yeah.
And that... the guy I made fun about being the 81-year-old grandfather in the run-up earlier this morning, that's Timmy B's father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So.
We do have something coming into the picture now.
And I just thought of that just this second. Not that I'm fishing for...
freebies?
Yeah. But, oh my gosh.
All right. Are we back on track here at all?
I have no idea. Hey, look at this. Look at all this honesty. It must be an election year.
It must be.
Okay.
I see we have a farm all coming our way.
No politics.
I guess that in the distance here. What is this group that is in front or behind this pickup truck?
Could it be?
We'll have to wait to see the sign like everybody else, right?
Yep.
It is the first
position dance.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know where they ended up falling on the list, but it is a local group from Wellsboro, and their kids can dance. Okay, and I think they're going to give us a little show right now. Now, I don't know if that's fair. The teachers are riding in the back of the truck. All right. All right, they're going to give us a show here. See, we're sitting in a good spot, Tim. Tim is still digging through the notes here to see what he can find.
Yeah, their studio's just at the end of the boulevard up here.
Yeah.
On the right side.
If they get done the parade, they can walk right back to the studio.
Yeah.
Great job, camera guys. You're catching it all. These kids are getting into it. Well, that was fun, Tim. Nothing like having prime seats right there. Great job, camera guys. They did a good job on that one.
Yeah, and for our viewers, we're not, we joke about it a little bit, but to get a parade lined up, it takes people with a lot of experience, not only in the run up to the festival, but where they're staged up at the high school, by the cemetery and everything. And those people they don't get any credit, you know. It's like everybody expects the parade, and here we go.
That's right. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Here we have the 1948 Farmall Cub tractor.
Yep.
And 1957 Farmall Model 230, Jason Webster and Jordan Webster. From the Webster farm. Now see, now I just found First Position Dance Studio.
I found it the exact same second that you did. And Taylor Nicholson is the director, and I've known her for a long time, but I didn't want to shoot the name out and mess it up.
That's right.
Sorry about that. And Heather Gilbrath, both of Wellsboro, and they were established in 2021 with the intention of offering local dancers additional performance opportunities. Current members of the team are Cicely, Brindley, Mia, Molly C., Peyton, Katie, Alea, Amelia, Willow, June, Elliot, Emmett, Molly T., Eva, Grace, and Layla.
And real quick, that was the Apple Knapp Family and Friends Donate Life float that just went past. Now we have a brass band, Prime Time Brass from Webster, New York, in their 16th year of performing at such celebrations as Mardi Gras in New Orleans, 4th of July in Boston, and 5 years at the Rochester International Jazz Festival. They have also been part of the World War II Memorial in Washington for the honor flight. We've got the Lawrenceville Fire Department 2014 Pierce Squirt coming our way. Welcome, Lawrenceville Fire Department. It's a 2014 Pierce Squirt. That must mean it has water in it. I see a miniature Jeep coming up the road here, and yet I can't find the information on Frank. That is Frank Humes. He'll be coming up behind this fire truck. And it's a converted lawnmower, and who wouldn't want to cut their grass in a lawnmower like that? Oh, and we're still looking at the fire truck.
And then who wants to clean all the grass clippings off of it?
That's right. I do not see his information here. But I know that is Frank Humes.
Good.
And that has been a project of his for quite a few years now, and he's been in a number of the Laurel Festival parades, as well as I just recorded him a couple weeks ago in the Cole Festival parade.
And it helps when you see his name on the front of his cap, Frank.
Yeah, that's right. And I've known Frank for many years, so. But he's put a lot of work into that. He's got a crew riding behind him now on a beefed up trailer, so that thing is one heck of a ride. I think I'd cut everybody's lawn in that thing.
Quickly.
We've got some. There it is. 2013 Mini Jeep Frank Humes. There you go. Repaired and refurbished 2013 Mini Jeep with a John Deere 445.
Now we got some green ones.
That's right. Who's coming up next? We've got 2013. Nope, that is one I just said. Rod Fontanella and Glenn Klein. No, that is a float. Who's coming up in the tractors? Did you find them anywhere, Tim?
I don't know.
They're John Deere green.
And right behind that last tractor is the Ladies from Hell from Athens, Pennsylvania.
That's right. They're quite a band there. And they've been here for quite a few years, haven't they?
Every year.
That's the Penn York Highlanders, I believe. Is that correct?
That is correct.
From Athens, PA, and led by drum major Dave Yale and pipe major Justin Crawford, performing in the last 67 years performing for the last 67 years and nicknamed the Ladies from Hell. That's where you got that. With members from PA and New York, we are thrilled to have them back as always. They're going to perform for us right here in just a moment.
And I think the history on that, if I can remember, is during World War I, they showed up in the battlefield in kilts.
Oh, that's right.
Right, and the enemy had said, "What is this? These are ladies from hell."
I guess they showed
It makes
them,
a good story, for sure.
It does.
But we've seen that 100 times.
Yeah.
A lot of tradition.
They're gearing up here, and they're going to perform right in front of us.
A little plug to our camera operators. Great shots.
Yes, doing a great job here and catching all the activities as we are in the perfect location where they all perform. And here we go, Tim. Let it rip. That got the dog started.
Doesn't bagpipe music give you a little tingle?
That's right.
There's
So
Principal Jeremy
That's
Bird.
right, 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe, owned by Lee Stocks of Wellsboro and driven by none other than the high school principal. You named it, Jeremy Bird. We welcome Kara Blackwell, the alternate Tioga County Dairy Princess. We got another John Deere coming.
You bet.
1952 John Deere, and it says status unknown, so it's a mystery, but they've got a turkey in there. They're preparing for Thanksgiving, I think.
Oh,
Looks like a rustic setup. And a couple chickens in there, they're ready. Now here's Vortex Winds. You want to say a little bit about them? Yep, we're getting a shot of the turkey.
sure. You guys following the turkey bird.
That's right. I got you covered, Tim, if you're
All
lost
right.
there. That's the Vortex Winds, and it is we welcome back for their third year in Wellsboro. Vortex Winds is a dynamic and exciting group of wind musicians that plays everyone's favorite pop and rock hits. Vortex came to Wellsboro on the recommendation of crowd favorite downbeat percussion, so there you go. Good combination there.
There's Vacation Bible School. No,
We got
no,
Bigfoot in the
that's Bigfoot,
picture.
I'm sorry.
Yep. This is for the YMCA. Our local YMCA participates in the Mansfield 4th of July Parade, fabulous 1890s weekend, and Family Days. We got a classic behind that. I'm not sure whether that is the 1931 Model A Ford, Model AA Ford. Yes, it is. We're guessing them as we go, Tim. Got another band coming our way. Well, this is the mighty St. Joe's Alumni Drum Corps?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No.
This is a different one than normal, Jim. Man, what do I keep calling you, Jim? Have you figured it out yet? It's from Binghamton, New York. Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band.
Yeah, I just figured that out. Thanks for asking.
But where are they?
Number 57.
There you go. Your eyes are better than mine.
No, I found 2 pages stuck together.
Yeah, that happens. So that must mean the float we have coming our way is Howard Hanna floats.
I believe so.
Howard Hanna really pioneers Singing in the Rain. Is that Singing in the Rain? No.
No, we did Singing in the Rain back at the beginning of the parade.
But it does say it's being pulled by a Jeep Gladiator and features local dancers.
Okay.
I am confused.
Well, it is Singing in the Rain. Look at the umbrellas.
Yeah, they are. It's
They're
not
just
raining.
blocked from our view.
That's right. And it is a Jeep Gladiator. So
Well,
they are.
to all our loyal listeners, it's Singing in the Rain now.
Because, look, they're squirting everybody, which is probably a welcome thing.
Yeah, we got all this wire.
Oh, that's
these
what it
wires
is.
up here.
That's
yeah.
right. They're shooting water at people. So there's the rain gang.
Yeah, they look good.
If they shoot water up here, we may get zapped. I do recognize some of the Howard Hanna gang there.
Yep.
And I hear Singing in the Rain, so.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that is their one of their employees right there leading the group dancing. So I'm impressed. I had no idea. And all these young ladies doing such a great job. They're gonna be famous. Hey, we've got a familiar vehicle coming our way. Dumping Granny out the back. This is 1931 model, not model, AA Ford by Bruce Warren. Bruce Warren of Wellsboro in a 1931 model AA. Is that what they consider that? Ford Express
think so.
dump truck.
Not only that, he has that dump working all the time.
Yeah, and Granny's hanging on in the back.
Dumping Granny out the back.
That's right, she ain't going nowhere. That's just got her rocking, that's all. Granny's popping a wheelie.
I was just checking the hydraulics on that.
That's right. Now we have Blossburg Fire Department Ambulance 4-6. Are we correct?
We are.
That's Fred Youngworth and Rick Stewart of the Blossburg Fire Department.
And Patrol 44. Now the Vacation Bible School I was looking for earlier.
There you go.
There we go. Well, that looks like that would be fun.
That's right. This year's Vacation Bible School theme is Jerusalem Marketplace. Vacation Bible School is held on the green from June 19th to the 23rd, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And she's airing out her feet going down the street. That's a cool float. They're ready to take off into the skies. Now here's the one that I jumped ahead to. I can see down in the distance.
Right, and there's that Korean deuce and a half that disappeared earlier today.
Oh.
See him in the background?
Yes, I do. Yeah. That's sitting way up above everybody.
Yep.
We got the Mighty Joe, St. Joe's in sight. What can you say about the Mighty Joes, Tim?
Well,
see, I didn't call you Jim this time, and now you're all stuck.
Yeah, I was looking around over my shoulder. It was, well, it was founded in 91. Mighty St. Joe's is proud to be one of the oldest alumni groups still in existence today. Their mission is to educate and encourage participation in, with horns and all the musical instruments. And they did at noon today, they did a demonstration.
That's right, they did it in front of the courthouse, right?
Oh yeah, and they pounded out, and the people just clap and just go crazy over them. And these people have, these members, I should say, have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I know when I was growing up as a teenager, drum and bugle corps were a big thing.
Yeah, we had my hometown, we had one that was sponsored by the Legion. It was beautiful sitting out in the evening, summer evening, listening to them practice.
Yeah, you could hear them miles away.
Oh my gosh. Get your foot tapping.
That's right.
Well, I remember that they were from Leroy, New York, and if I remember correctly, Leroy was where Jello was invented.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pour and let it go. Great stuff.
And the string bean. Oh, the CNN, Citizens of Northern Bank bug.
That bug gets around.
It wouldn't be the Laurel Festival if the Clickmobile from Citizens in Northern Bank, and they traditionally follow Mighty St. Joe's.
That's right. The colors match.
That's good for them.
Now here comes that massive vehicle.
That's a deuce.
That's
Deuce and a half.
Now that was from supposedly be earlier, right?
Yeah, I think it was Korean War age. And you get the name Deuce and a Half from being a 2.5 ton truck.
I don't think that thing would get stuck too many places, do you?
Those are all-wheel drive, so they got 6 of them. 6 of them that are active. 3-axle systems.
Okay, we're getting close. Look at that. He's got spare tires in the back. I wouldn't want to have to buy those things.
Imagine what that cost.
Now, who's coming up? That usually closes up the parade, and we are already there.
It would be Dale Howie.
That's right.
It's not a parade until Dale comes through.
That's right. He is the official finish line. Unfortunately, that is wrapping up the parade. That is Dale Howie in the 2017 blue GMC Sierra. Tim, what a great parade.
Really.
And I tell you what a great job you guys did getting all the action on this parade. Thanks again to the Blue Ridge Communication team here. Joins us every year in Wellsboro on Main Street for the Laurel Festival Parade. And we thank you all for joining us. Don't forget, do you want those dates one more time as we wrap up? If you've missed anything today, want to watch it again, or missed it and want to watch it for the first time, it will be aired again tonight on Channel 13 and 113 at 7 p.m. And then they will also replay it next Saturday at 2 p.m. So you have a couple more opportunities to see the parade, and I'm sure it'll appear again after that. So thank you all for joining us. Tim, any departing words?
No, I think it was a pleasure to work with you today.
Always.
And I hope we didn't offend anyone,
Never.
with little, where's that unit? But it was always a surprise, and that's okay.
That's right.
And getting people here this time of year is pretty difficult sometimes. And then look at the number of kids in the bands and all that. And the logistics to put this on is phenomenal. And like I have to ditto what you said about BRC. These guys are pros.
That's right. So thank you all for joining us, and we will let it go from there until next year. Have a great day.
Thank you.